Hello everyone, welcome to this session. My name is Wycliffe, and in this video I want to share with you how you can obtain feature collection, or how you can download feature collection from Google Earth Engine down to your R Studio or R session or locally. Okay, so sometimes you are analyzing some data and then you end up with a feature collection and you want this feature collection to come down to your local R environment and you want to do other things with it. Okay, so in that case we need to first get our library right. So we load the RG library, then we can initialize our Earth Engine session. Once that is done, then we can get any feature collection of our interest. I don't know what kind of feature collection you will be working with, but for this we can get the global administrative layers, which is Earth Engine feature collection. And this feature collection, we look for data set, and then we look for global administrative layers level number 2. Okay, then we can pick any country or any first level or second level administrative layer of your choice. So let's call it my region of interest. I can pick, for example, from this world, I filter, and I only filter where Earth Engine $filter $equal administrative level 2 name is equal to that Kericho. Okay, so that gives us an ROI, and we can visualize this our feature collection. Add layer, which is ROI. Okay, that will show us our feature collection. Just to center it, map center object, and then Earth Engine object is the region of interest, and the zoom level is maybe 13. 13 is too much, maybe 10. Getting there, 9 will be fine. Okay, then we can even give it a better visualization, like styling it. So we can style it a bit so that we only have the color at the borders, which is a beautiful color like magenta for those who like it. And then fill color, we can go with transparent. And then we make the thickness of the border be a bit visible. Okay, so we have our region of interest, and if we check this ROI as an Earth Engine object, it is a feature collection. And how then can we get this locally? Okay, so locally, for example, you are used to things like sparse vector object, you are used to SF object, and you want this also to come down to SF object. So the first way is very simple. You just say EE as SF, and it will be an SF object. Okay. So after running that, you end up with ROI SF, which is a simple features object, as you can see here, and a simple feature collection, and it's a polygon, and you see the area, the name, every other attribute at the administrative level 0 name, level 1 name, and level 2 names, among other attributes, including the geometry. So within split second, it has come from Google Earth Engine down to your R. So with that, you have your SF object. And this SF object, you can convert it to sparse vector if you want. You can convert it to stars. You can convert it to any other vector data type you want in to work with locally. Okay, so what about if we have a lot of data and we want to download it through Google Drive so that we get it in our Google Drive before downloading it? In that case, then you need to initiate a task. So task, I don't know, you can give it any name. This is an Earth Engine object. So we can say EE table to drive. So when you say table to drive, it means you want to send a table to drive. Remember, in Google Earth Engine, we are talking about tables and images or feature collections and image collections. So table are things like shapefile, GeoJSON, vector data in Google Earth Engine are tables. So the collection here is the feature collection we want to export. In our case, it is the ROI, region of interest, okay? Not ROISF. ROISF is the one we have already converted. This one we already have it locally, but this is still in Google Earth Engine. If we run ROI, we see that it's If we run ROI, we see that it's an Earth Engine or a Google Earth Engine feature collection, Google Earth Engine object. It is different from this, which is an SF object we have locally. Simple features object, okay? After specifying the collection, you may decide to give a description. This is any text of your choice, but should be meaningful. So you can say something like Kericho region or Kericho district. Unfortunately, this is an old data set which still consider district instead of counties. A folder you may need to specify or not. If you don't specify, then it will be sent to Google Earth Engine backup, RGE backup folder in Google Drive. And then selectors, if you want to just pick specific columns in this object, for example, here we have admin code, admin 0 code, admin 0 name, admin 1 code, admin 1 name, like that. This area, EXP to a year and all this. So if you only need one of these or two or three or not all, then you can specify them under selectors. For now, we just want to pick all of them, so I won't worry about that. File format is important. You can export it as a GeoJSON. I prefer that because it just sends out a simple single file, not multiple files, which I may get lost into, or some may remain in Google Drive while I'm exporting others, and all those problems I try to avoid. So as a GeoJSON, every information is kept in a single file related to that file. Okay. Then the next thing is to start the task. So you pick the task you have created and then you say start. Okay, once you've started the task, you can then proceed and monitor the task. So we use e-monitoring, and what we want to monitor is task ROI. The task is called task ROI. Okay, so we can see the time it's taking to pull the data, and it just pulled it in less than a second. So normally you will see 5, 10, 15, 20 seconds, and over time it will be done. Okay. And if you go to your Google Drive, you will be able to find your a GeoJSON file inside a Kericho folder, and then copy it or download it locally and continue working with it. Okay, that's the part I wanted to share with you. So if you are working with feature collections and after doing your analysis in Google Earth Engine, you want to export them to Drive, or to directly use them in your R session without going through the Google Drive, then you can use this line of code with EE as SF. But if it is a large data set, it's preferable to have it as a task and set it. And even while monitoring it, you can sometimes the state will indicate running. So meaning it is just suspended, but it is running in the background, but you can continue using your RStudio to do other things while the downloading is taking place. Okay, if you enjoy this, please grab this code and try it with your case. It doesn't have to be the world, and region of interest doesn't have to be my region of interest. You can pick your own region of interest or your own feature collection and try with it and let us know how it progresses. Grab this code in the description of this video. I'll put a link to the GitHub repository, and feel free to share it with anyone who is interested in this kind of spatial analysis. Thank you and happy coding. Bye-bye.